Lifestyle Coaching. My name is Raileigh Easterling. Super excited to be back. Thank you for your patience as I've been healing and spending time with baby Zion, who will now be determining when I go live. So if you catch a live, the message is for you if it resonates. And today I'm going to share a prophetic dream I had, and the title of this video is "You Have Unfinished Business." So it's not really going to be a love reading. I might dive into it towards the end of the video, but this message is for those of you who've been journeying with me, of course, on the path of life purpose. So, this dream I had, it may resonate with someone or some of you. Um, you've always been called to leadership. I think one of the videos that most went popular that I posted about a year ago, it was titled, You Are a Spiritual Leader for Humanity. So, Spirit gave me this dream about those of you who are uh, obviously called to high ranking leadership in your life, but maybe you've taken a step back. Maybe you've been hermiting like I have to go within and to heal. But eventually, you're going to have this pull to come back because you are so naturally gifted. And again, the title of this video is You Have Unfinished Business. This is not a love message. I might dive into that a little bit later. But if you've been called to a life purpose, a vision, Spirit is asking you to go back. So this dream I had, I was in this very busy airport, and there was this high-ranking political figure there that I was just naturally talking to. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want you to put in your mind any political affiliation, but it was someone, obviously very famous in the political world that was there with me. And sending love to you all. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support and the patience again. Um, as baby Zion is here on the couch. So when this video is over, it's going to be up to Zion today. And again, when I go live, it's when he's sleeping. So if you catch me on a live, the message may be for you. But I'm speaking again to those of you who are called to divine leadership. And I had this dream where we're in this busy airport, and this very powerful political figure was there that I was naturally speaking to. I didn't even think about, oh, it's so and so. I just knew this is someone I can talk to at a conscious level. So if you're listening, have you ever been in that space where um, you're in a community or maybe a work setting, family setting, and you're naturally called to certain people? You don't have to explain it, but you can consciously meet them where they are. They can meet you where you are. It's an unspoken mutual understanding. So in this dream I had, it was this high ranking political figure. I'm not going to say who it was, that I was speaking to in this airport. Like, just, oh, hey, so and so. So I'm speaking to those of you who are naturally gifted at leadership. But in this dream, there was this background noise and chaos. And as you know, I'm a mother. So in this dream, I'm trying to navigate um, these callings to speak to these people and to show up in certain places. And this airport was also kind of a hotel. So I knew where baby Zion was, and I kept trying to navigate work and family balance. And I'd be going to all these rooms, and each room had different people. Some I resonated with recognizing from my past, maybe people from old hometowns or people I've seen just coming through life. There's so many people we meet. And I recognize these are people who are waiting on messages from me. And since I've been gone, I've been getting emails and just people checking in. Thank you for those of you who even bought a ticket to the upcoming workshop, even though I haven't been online. That says, there's people who are watching. You never know who are watching you. So don't give up. This unfinished business, Spirit is saying. For a second, I was like, maybe I'm just supposed to be a stay-at-home mom, keep it quiet, go back, get a regular job that's more sustainable. But for some reason, you all hold me and ground me here to keep showing up. So I thank you all so much. Hello, Vivian. Sending you love. um, so just recognizing the importance of being called to all these spaces, and not knowing how can I navigate what's important to me with family, but showing up for all these people. I don't even know who they are. But the divine was saying they need to hear from you. You need to be showing up. So we can't run from our divine calling. In the past couple weeks I took off, someone donated. I'm gonna just say G. Just thank you so much, G, for donating $500. That spoke so much to me, allowed me to take time to rest. Um, it was just an amazing experience to know that this work I do is received so much, um, and that people are grateful to receive these messages. So I hope this is a testimony and an inspiration to you all that if you have let go of something that you know you're called to lead in a certain space, keep showing up. You're gonna figure out how to balance it all, especially if it's your calling. You can't run away from it. People will always call you back into your divine purpose. And Spirit will always make a way for you in the spaces you are called. Um, if this message is love, so unfinished business, this might resonate with a lot of you in the love realm. But what's channeling through me today about love is um, especially as we approach the holidays, maybe we reminisce about certain people and certain places in our life uh, that we romanticize. We glamorize the past when the present is so uncomfortable. But that doesn't mean the present moment is not where you're exactly supposed to be. Um, sometimes people come into our spirit, especially as we approach the holidays. Fall equinox is also a marker for me. Uh, we think about people. We're wondering how are they, and so I believe in telepathy. So if you're thinking about someone and they keep popping up in your mind, it's likely they're thinking about you. And it doesn't mean you have to engage being in their life again or reigniting a certain flame. That's not always what God is saying. But if they're showing up in your spirit today, or they have been in dreams, for instance, just send them love. That's all you have to do. Um, Oftentimes, if you're on the love path, if you resonate with the twin flame journey, there were so many people I resonated with at a very spiritual, soulful level. I loved them very much. Um, but it was key components, every single one of these people, that helped me recognize and see with divine clarity all the ways in which I was grieving and in pain, in which I didn't trust love anymore, in which love has hurt me. And so these people helped me see that, but they weren't there to heal or fill that void necessarily. The people in my life now, my husband and my soul family, fill that wholeness of love, in which I'm not seeking it anymore. And so, if you need to discern right now if this is a love message about unfinished business, if it was, maybe it's perhaps you should check in on them and reignite that friendship or relationship. If it was always good, maybe you were overwhelmed, maybe it challenged you, but it was good. It was good, but it wasn't necessarily the perfect, um, not timing. But this relationship, it never caused you pain to the point where you wanted to harm yourself or you didn't believe in God anymore. If that type of relationship or person caused you that kind of pain, if it brought you back into that hole, that person is not for you. The divine love coming in, whether that's coworkers, friendships, partners, they will not cause you that kind of pain. And so don't go back there. That's what the divine is saying. um, yeah. Sammy, hello. Oh wow, in the canyons, beautiful. I'm gonna just stay on here and hang out until Zion wakes up. But I'm gonna keep speaking and channeling, even though it takes a lot of energy. Because honestly, I missed you guys so much, and I'll be coming on the lives more to connect with you all, to build relationship, and of course, my services are available. I'm trying not to get too excited about where Sammy is in the canyons. Zion's making some noises, but and let's return back to the business part. So, I'm always passionate about conscious business. So, I want to speak to some of us who may have, maybe you've encountered it, kind of a pitfall or a huge obstacle in your life. And that's when you question, is this purpose for me? Maybe it seems impossible now, but Yeah. um, mm, okay, here's what's channeling now. So we're talking about that leadership, but you've stepped away because many of you are sweet souls. I speak on that, but you're humble, and you spend a lot of time even questioning if you are the one, if you are the person who's meant to lead or to show up or to just do this, right? And so you spend so much time praying on things, meditating on things. Maybe in your life, people have told you to slow down, be more patient. Maybe you're someone who, when you have something on your mind, you get it done and you do it well. And I'm going to be honest with you, it intimidates people, it upsets people. So you've learned to kind of be timid in life, keep a low profile. But Spirit is telling you, go ahead, go forth. I know people have told you in the past, you weren't good enough. And oftentimes, what people have told you in the past are projections. Because again, I'm speaking to divine beings, soul awakened beings, that when you're tapped into your purpose and your gifts and your talents, you are so unstoppable. You are such a magnificent force. And people hate that style of leadership that you have when you are in the right place. Man, you get things done, you do it well. How can you manage so many things at once? Maybe you're too young, maybe you don't have a certain degree, maybe you don't look like the profile people have in their mind of what a so and so title should be. And you always defy the image of what people have in their minds of what how things should be. Because you're awakened soul being, you're a star being, you come here and you break images, you break the paradigms. And so when people are uncomfortable by you or they've told you things in the past, you take it to heart because you're also a lover. And it's not that you want to make people uncomfortable. And thank you for subscribing, Beamer. Namaste. Yeah, Vivian says envy. Maybe you're someone who experiences a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy. A lot of you commented on, sometimes on my image or my voice is soft. And, I always say, God made me this way so that you do listen to me because I'm called to speak to you. And so God designed you, the divine source, great spirit designed you exactly how you're meant to be. And yes, if you're a conscious being, you're focused on your health, so you're very beautiful too. If you see the beauty in me, you are a magnificent reflection also of the beauty you see in me. You can't see beauty in me unless you are that. So thank you. Okay, so back to this unfinished business. Don't run away from the calling. Um, Spirit is saying, we get it. Your guides are saying, we get it. You want to do good. When you're showing up to certain places, you want to do such a good job. So oftentimes you won't take the mantle, you won't take the title, you won't take the money until you know for sure you're serving God's will, the divine's will. So the Spirit is saying today, soul is saying today, yes, you're doing my will. You're doing the will of the good. So give it a try. Maybe there's a certain title or space of leadership in life right now you're being called to, but you haven't quite accepted it yet because you don't want to do harm. It's not that you don't think you're capable. Maybe you know you're a highly capable person, but perhaps in the past just didn't unfold exactly how it was supposed to be in your mind. But divine is saying it went exactly how it was supposed to be. However, you led in the past, whatever business or divine mission you were on, you served it well. You did a very amazing, fabulous job. Maybe it ended sooner. Maybe you wanted to do more. You did enough. So, those of you who connect with me, maybe sometimes you don't feel enough. So, I come on here and I hope you receive in your heart that you've always been enough. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I don't talk to my birth blood relatives. I'm creating my own soul family, soul tribe here where I am. And it's been beautiful. So, as I vulnerably share my self esteem journey, I hope the affirmations and the things I meditate on that you receive as well. We are entering an era, a chapter in our life where we're going to be vocally becoming more confident. Speaking truths that make people uncomfortable. We have to do it. Someone has to do it. And you can do it with grace, you can do it with class, you can do it with intelligence and wisdom. And this is who you are. So if no one told you or has told you in a long time, or maybe not ever, you know what you're doing. You're an amazing leader. And we need you. We need your spirit, your energy, your ideas in the world, your vision. Maybe it's different, but please be your unique self. Please be as unique and weird as possible in this world. If you need Halloween or if you celebrate that to embrace something unique and special about you, please take the opportunity. If you love fairy energy, I hope you go be a fairy. um or whatever energy that makes you feel magical. We need that. We need more people in life who have that spark in their eyes still. As I stare into the eyes of my newborn, there's so much magic in there. I see the galaxy, the stars in his eyes. Um, he was trying to be born gazing up. The nurse, when I was in labor, said, "Oh, he's a stargazer." And I always pull that oracle card in the deck here, stargazer. Like, I definitely have a starseed child. And I stare into his eyes and I just see so many mysteries and miracles and wonders in those eyes. And so when people see you in real time in your energy, like, you remind them of how wide and miraculous the galaxy is, the world is, because you exist. Because you said something so strange and so weird, but it was so wonderful. Because you can be that happy and lead people in a certain direction and get things done, you manage it well. Yeah, it used to be weird, but I've evolved to eccentric. Absolutely. I'm speaking to eccentric, esoteric beings, but also, you're intelligent, and people forget that about you. How smart you are. Uh, you're not just saying la di da. I'm speaking to very, very intelligent people. But for some reason, people have a hard time marrying the idea of intelligence with joy. For some reason, especially in American society, if you're stressed, then you're smart. You're doing well in life. If you're stressed, if you're hardworking, then we value you. We admire you. But we're shifting more to now the admiration of someone who is peaceful and joyful. That is true intelligence. If you can build a lifestyle, build a career off divine love, that's the true intelligence we're shifting into. Yes, Aesop Adventures, which Aesop Adventures is a really amazing writer. If you ever see their comments on YouTube, please read them. They're long, but there's a lot of wisdom packed in there. Yes, we're giving our kids all we knew was right. Yeah, part of for me is right now with baby Zion, whatever he wants, whatever he needs, I'm there. Spending every moment I can with this baby. And that's why I thought maybe I needed to walk away from the channel, but he's taking a nap and I hope his little brain is downloading subconsciously these prayers I share with you all and everything's okay. And thank you so much for the congrats. Yeah. Um hmm, Back to love. Back to love. Um there's so much love coming into my life. I don't even know where to start of how to be grateful. I'm so grateful for the people who've been coming in to celebrate. And a lot of you, it's you all. You all help me celebrate. So wherever you are called on your divine path, you're building community. Online community is real. I feel the love. I feel the gratitude you all share with me. Um, Especially people who purchase and book my services. Then we're building economic resilience together as well. As you all know, I work with people who are ready to take the vision into an entrepreneurial idea and to build an actual business off of it, um, or to write the book, to create the project, or to make an album. So I work with people at a high business level as well. And right now, I'm expanding my team. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Send me an email. What your experience is. um, so I take this very serious. Mm. Thank you, Carrie, for becoming a visionary member, which I forgot. I even had those options. Um, but yeah, I think baby's gonna wake up in a few moments. So thank you all for spending some time with me. I'll be coming on more um, as baby Zion allows. So um, yeah, there's the upcoming workshop. Let it be written. So if you have a story, a download that spirit has sent you, or your soul is just ready to write it out, we're going to spend a weekend together. uh, Obviously in the space with other writers, that's when you channel more. Other famous writers out there I've met in the community have always told me, when you speak to other writers, that's when you channel more downloads. So we're going to spend an intensive weekend together, 3 hours every day. I'll be, sharing some tools and resources, some ideas that hopefully spark your imagination, unblock any writer's block you might have. I'll share resources, the publishers I've worked with, professional people who can help you uh, get the final production actually out there into the world. And then I can provide some proofreading, some editing for you in real time through that weekend. So if you know you have to share a story or to write something for the world, if you just need some practice with writing, um, yeah, join us in that weekend. It's November 7th through the 9th. It's a Friday through Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So let it be written. Can't say that right. Let it be written. Um, so, yeah, if you know you have the calling to share a soul message, it's going to be a great weekend. And it's an affordable workshop. If you need sliding scale assistance for any of my services, send me an email. I would love to help you out. And of course, the 90-day coaching portal begins January 5th. It lasts until April 5th. The 90-day coaching portal, those are for people who are already in motion with the vision. So you're really, truly ready to launch your business, to start marketing your services yourself. And I will actually assist you directly in the last month if you want that. Otherwise, we just meet every week. And you can learn more about that at consciouslifestylecoaching.com. All right, my loves, thank you again for your patience with me. I pray that you step back into your calling, whatever mantles and titles, and specifically a form of leadership you've been called to. Spirit saying, go back, go get it done. Yes, you're called to do it. Uh, any voices that come in the mind that tell you you're not ready, you're never good at it, it's a lie. Again, some people project their insecurities upon you. If you're a divine soul being, when you're tapped in and you're in the right place with the right people, you excel so rapidly. And again, you don't identify with the labels people have in their minds of who should be in leadership. So continue to honor your authentic self. And if this is a love message for you about unfinished business, maybe respark some relationships that might help you further honor your soul mission, soul path. But if they caused you any harm, that relationship was not good, it brought you into spirals in your mind. um, yeah, it caused you mental dis-ease. Maybe don't revisit those, but give some other relationships a chance right now, especially as we go back into the holidays. No one's here to spend it alone. You don't have to. It's a choice to be lonely. Okay, baby Zion is calling me, so I'll go see him and just thank you again for being here. I'll see you in the next live or in the next video. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.